If you want to learn how to fight behind a high guard, you need to study Ronald Winky Wright. Now, for those of you that don't know, Winky Wright was one of the most underrated fighters of his generation, a two-weight world champion. He shared the ring with some elite fighters like Felix Trinidad, Shane Mosley, Bernard Hopkins, Jermaine Taylor. But what made Winky so special wasn't speed, it wasn't power, it wasn't athleticism, it was his understanding of the high guard. Most fighters completely misunderstand what the high guard is for. They think it's something you just hide behind. Winky, he was using it as a weapon. The first thing I want you to notice is high guard does not mean passive. A lot of fighters will watch his tape, look at him with his hands up and think that he's just absorbing punishment. But he's not. Look what he's doing with his weight. He's sitting on the back leg. He's riding the shots. He's taking a full set of the punches before they even arrive. That is a massive difference. He's not standing there getting hit. He's managing the impact. The second thing people will miss is the footwork. Watch how he'll take a couple shots on the gloves and then just simply step out of range. This is brilliant. The opponent thinks they're landing shots, they've got him trapped, then all of a sudden, he's gone. Now they're reaching, now they're overextending, now they're off balance. He's not just defending the punches, he's creating mistakes. This is one of my favourite things about him. It's not like he's just standing there absorbing punches. He's almost just waiting his turn. Watch how often the moment his opponent finishes punching, he immediately sends a ramrod jab straight down the middle. No hesitation, no reset. That is defense creating offense. That is one of the biggest lessons in boxing. Pay attention to the eyes, the concentration. His eyes never leave his opponent, ever. A lot of fighters put the earmuffs on, they shell up, they lose sight of what's happening. That never happened with Winky. He's always watching, always reading. The moment he saw a gap, he'd fire in between their combinations. That is elite boxing. Another thing I love about Winky was the bodywork. While his opponents were burning energy, trying to break through his guard, he was digging to the body. Think about that. They're spending energy and he's taking more away by digging to the body. Now this is a high level detail. Watch closely and you'll actually see Winky opening his hands inside his gloves. Most people never notice this, but by opening his hands, he's giving himself that little bit more surface area, that little bit more coverage. It's a tiny detail, but it makes a massive difference over 12 rounds. These are the minute things that the elite fighters think about. And finally, I want you to watch the elbows, pin to the body. Watch the knees, slight dip, everything compact. A lot of beginners try and defend body shots by shuffling their hands up and down constantly. That's a disaster. Every time your hands move, a gap appears. Winky understood that the elbows are protecting the body, the gloves are protecting the head, and the knees, they link everything together. Simple, efficient, disciplined. So if you want to learn how to fight behind a high guard, don't just copy the shape, copy the understanding. Winky wasn't hiding behind a high guard, he was controlling the fight with it. Managing the impact, creating mistakes, counter-punching, breaking rhythm, attacking the body. That's why Winky Wright is one of the best fighters in history to study if you want to master the high guard. If you enjoyed this breakdown, follow the channel. I'll be covering more fighters and the lessons that you can learn from them.